Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In this video, I'm going to be creating this very classic Hollywood glam makeup look. This is a very Christmas makeup look is what I feel. The bright red lips are just the center of this entire makeup look. So if you like this, please keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with using Makeup Revolution's Pro HD Innovation Palette, and I'm going to be taking that light white color. Now, I've already set my eyes with a concealer and a powder base, and I'm just using this to create a clean canvas. Then I'm taking that light shade on this fluffy brush, and I'm going to be building my crease. Now I want a very precise crease definition. You can of course diffuse out the crease if you like, but I'll be creating a very sharp crease just with the eyeshadow, not doing anything cut crease as such, but I'll be using a darker shade just to amplify it more. Then I'm taking this medium brownish orangish sort of a color. It's a brick color, I would say. I'm going to be taking it on this pencil brush, and I'm going to start with the precise crease application. I'm going a little slower. You can see I just don't want it to look really odd or anything. Now if you really want, you can diffuse it like I said before, but I'm trying to keep it more like 1950s sort of, where they had a very crisp crease definition, and that would make you look like you have really wide eyes. So I'm taking this darker brownish color, and you can see I am using the same brush, and I'm just building this into my crease. So I'm going to be repeating that pretty much. I'm taking the same brush and just elongating a little bit in the outer corner, not elongating, but just giving it a soft definition. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it, because the main focus is just the entire eyelid actually. So this sharp crease is basically going to make your lid pop. So now to do that, we are going to use NYX's glitter primer, and you can actually just wet your flat brush and go into your eyeshadow, but I'm not going to be using an eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a highlighter, and this glitter primer literally makes the highlighter look even more shiny. I'm using I Heart Revolution's Rose Gold Glow, and on that flat brush I'm going to be packing it on to my entire eyelid. If you want, you can use a concealer as a base to even pop out instead of the glitter primer. I just used the glitter primer because I felt the shininess of the highlighter was really amplified. In the retro days, they would have these kind of very light eyeshadows onto their eyelids to make their eyes look really white and bright. Like the entire makeup look is actually super bright if you go to see. I'm taking that darker color and applying into my crease just to amplify it a bit more. You'll see when I look in front directly, like facing the camera, you'll realize that my crease has that definition, and my eyelid is popping out, giving me a more bigger, brighter eye, kind of like the Betty Davis eyes which I wanted. I'm taking this tapered fluffy brush, and I'm just blending everything into my crease. Now I'm just taking the fluffy brush and just blending everything out together. There's no product on my brush at this point. The thing about these shiny eyeshadows is that, people will tell me that I shouldn't wear them because my eyes are already big, but to be honest, I feel bigger the better. And most of the time when people ask me what I have on my eyelids, it is a highlighter. Then I'm taking the Epic Ink eyeliner, and I'm going to be lining my eyes. I'm going to create a small wing. I'm going to try to keep it thinner on the inner corner side and slightly thicker towards the outer. And I'm going to flick it just a little bit on the outer corner. So it's a real big task for me to do my eyeliner, and my hand is literally shaking because I haven't done an eyeliner in probably 2 months. I don't remember when was the last time. I think Navratri time I did eyeliner, and after that I just did not touch my eyeliner pen at all. I really don't like eyeliner these days, I have realized. I do like the whole definition on the waterline, but I hate doing my eyeliners. I don't know, graphic eyeliner has just stopped being my thing, I feel. Maybe I need a little bit more practice to get a hang of it. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish off both my eyes and my lashes, and now I'm just spraying some Fix Plus to prep my face. I'm gonna be using PAC's Pore Primer on my gaping pores. My skin has started to get oily, but I still want the glow, so I'm going to use MAC Strobe Cream, not as a highlighter, but just to add a little bit of glow all over the face. I've used a very thin layer. Then taking Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation. Now this is a very matte foundation, so I've added like 2 drops of the turnaround oil, and I'm just going onto my face. At this point, I have forgotten to do my concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply one thin layer of foundation, and then I'm taking this Kiko concealer and I'm applying under my eyelids and around my nose area a little bit, just a little bit. I think using the foundation before the concealer actually made me use the concealer a little bit lesser, because this concealer is like the MAC Studio Fix concealer, the Studio Finish concealer. It's an exact dupe for that, so it's very thick in texture, and I think using a flat brush is more nicer because it feathers out the product really very well. So then I added some more of that foundation on my cheek area, and that's it. I didn't have to apply layers and layers of concealer and foundation. I feel just a tiny bit around my forehead, especially because I have a lot of breakouts going on in my forehead area. So just dragging it tiny bit on the neck. Then I'm taking Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define and C8. I actually use C10 usually, but I wanted something a little bit more lighter and yellower than C10. But this is just a little bit more peachier, I feel, rather than yellow. I don't know why. Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define, the texture is really nice, but they don't have that yellowness in them. I'm using the fatter, bigger beauty blender to blend the bigger areas and the smaller one to blend in the nooks and crannies of my under eye area. Then I had to add the NYX's HD concealer just a tiny bit, because I really like my highlighter concealer to have that yellowness, and unfortunately Makeup Revolution concealer doesn't do that, so tough luck. But I'm going to be blending all that out with my mini beauty blender. If it was just a bit yellow, I didn't have to add an extra concealer, I feel. To set all of that, I'm going to use NYX's HD Finishing Powder in Banana. Honestly speaking, I had gotten so used to using my Ben Ny's Banana powder that this powder I feel is a little too white for me rather than yellow again. But I still went in with the larger beauty blenders just to set everything. Then I'm taking this Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Cover Matte Effect M12 Dark concealer actually, and I cannot find this product anywhere because I got this free the other day from this website called hoke.com. They sent it to me and I tried it and I loved cream contouring. Normally I don't like cream contouring, and I know for this look it was totally unnecessary, but I still wanted to try this product and it worked out so beautiful that I definitely want to buy this Makeup Revolution concealer, but I'm not getting it anywhere. Even on Flipkart it's there, I think, but it was sold out, and it's not available on Nykaa, it's not available anywhere, so I'm pretty much doomed. I'm not going to be ordering from the Makeup Revolution website because it's just too much of a hassle to order from all the way from UK. Then I'm taking MAC Mineralizer in natural medium golden, and I'm just going to set my entire face wherever I'm not powdered, just a light layer just to give that really nice glowy effect without being too matte. To set my concealer, I'm using MAC's Harmony because it's a very light sort of a blush. It doesn't, I don't require so much contour for this look, but still my contour is looking a little bit stronger and I just wanted to set it really nicely without making it more harsh. So again, I'm setting the nose contour here, nothing too different. I always do this, and if you like it, do it. You can totally skip it if you like, but I really like the whole chiseled nose as well. Then I'm taking MAC's Chromographic pencil. Now this pencil is very important for this eye makeup because it's a nude pencil that's going to make your eyes look really wide and big, just like Betty Davis, Marilyn Monroe, that very very wide eye look. Like, you can see what a difference it made. Then I'm taking MAC's Teddy Kohl and I'm going to go in my lash line. Bear in mind, I'm not doing the waterline, it's the lower lash line. And then I'm taking this PAC brush. You can see it's really pointy. It's going to give a very precise smudging, and I'm going to set that with the last brown shadow that I used in my crease. And you can see my eye is looking so beautiful, so wide, so retro-esque. Need to sip on coffee. For mascara, I'm using Maybelline's Total Temptation. Now, I didn't exactly like this mascara. I tried it for the first time. Now, I didn't exactly like this mascara because it didn't really do much to my lashes, I felt. Also, don't forget to do your bottom lashes, otherwise the look will kind of look incomplete is what I feel. I just took a clean spoolie and separated my lashes a bit, and then I added some inner corner highlight. To highlight my face, I'm using the same Rose Gold Glow. Now, I wanted my skin to look extra luminous. Whenever I think of retro glam, I always think of Marilyn Monroe's skin. something very dewy and glowy. Apparently she used to put Vaseline under her foundation, and that's why her skin was so glowy. Now I couldn't do that obviously, so I just took a drop of turnaround onto my beauty sponge and dabbed it onto my highlighter point areas, and I went in with more highlighter on my face. Obviously if you want you can skip that turnaround oil thing, or you can use any lighter oil than that also of your own preference. Bio oil also works really nice, or any other face oils that you like. You can totally skip oils if your skin is oily, or if you don't like your highlighter to be blinding. I feel on the camera the highlighter is not that visible, and that's why I use a little bit more than I would use it in my personal life, I feel. But nevertheless, I feel the end result always looks amazing. And since this is a Christmas makeup look, I wanted to have that total glam, that full-on glam. So for my cheeks, I'm going to be using MAC's Sheer Tone Blush in Pinch Me, because I wanted that really rosy cheek look. And obviously you can go lighter on your blush. You can see sheer tone blush, although this is called, it's really very pigmented. And yeah, and you can see I'm just brushing some mineralizer over, because I personally don't like extra pink cheeks, to be honest, but this look just requires the rosiness. Then to set my face, I'm going to use NYX's Dewy Setting Spray, and I'm adding tiny bit of the highlighter just to make sure it's really blinding and glowy on the skin. So for my lips, I'm gonna go for a classic red lip, obviously, and I'm using this lip liner called Unique Styles Fire Red. Now it's a very dark, beautiful blue tone sort of a red color. Now this lip liner is not available in online stores or anywhere as such. I think I got it in a beauty shop once, but you can try MAC Cherry or any other red lip liner of your choice. Now I'm just going to show you guys these three classic MAC reds. Now the Lady Danger is orangish red. You have Russian red, which is more of a dark blue red, while Ruby Woo is a very neutral red. Obviously I'm going for Ruby Woo. I think Ruby Woo is like a cult classic color. Like, it has a retro matte finish and everything, and it's one of the most popular shade MAC has. But you can go for any red color of your own preference. Now if you want to keep your look authentic to the retro vintage look, you can add a tiny bit touch of lip gloss in the center of the lips, but I'm not really a huge fan of that, so I'm not going to be doing that. I like my reds to be matte. Here I'm just cleaning out the edges just to make sure there is no red peeking out through the edges of my lip. And that completes our makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you all did, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you all do try this look, tag me in your pictures on Insta. I would love to see your creations. I hope to see you all in my next. Until then, bye.